Good morning, wherever you are. It's time for the Monday Minute with the Poppy of the Paranormal. I'm Christian Paul. Hope you're all having a good morning today. We got some para-strangeness to talk about once again this morning. Of course, we have Jan joining us again today. What are we going to talk about today? We got a few things today we're going to discuss. Little pair of strangeness around my house lately. If you've been following along here, we've had the EVP that I captured in my garage doing a non-para tutorial for another channel that I have. We had the flag pin on the sidewalk pop out of somewhere. Well, let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'm going out to my truck in the morning and I see that my passenger side window in the front of my truck is not there. Now, my initial thought was somebody had broke into my truck, but that was not the case. The window was down. I hopped in my truck, started it up, hit the button, window went right back up. Now, is this para? Not necessarily so, but I sure don't remember getting out of my truck in the middle of winter, putting the window down when I parked it, and then just leaving it. In the current world we live in, I wouldn't do that in the summer. Why would I do it in the winter? Para? I don't know, but strangeness, yes. All right, where we gonna go today? Oh, I gotta do one shout out here this morning. I had the privilege yesterday of talking to Willie Windwalker, and the basis of our phone call it was that he had given me some guidance on the case that I've been on for over a year and a half now out of Spring Hill, Florida. Willie, I'm want to give you a shout out. Thank you for that. I'm putting together a briefing for my client, and we will let you know where it goes when it goes. All right. Now that we've got that taken care of this morning, I wanted to do a little more Fort Jefferson recap. Now, if you've had the chance, if you've had the time to click on the Fort Jefferson video that's up on the Tube to the U channel, and we'd appreciate you going over there, giving us a watch, giving us a like, giving us a comment. You hear me say it all the time. This helps that algorithm so much. It gets it out there to more people, and we do appreciate your interaction. All right, what are we going to recap here? Well, first off, it's often a good idea, and a lot of teams don't, won't, can't, aren't aware of watching. Sometimes some sections of your footage in slow-mo. There are times you're going to see things that you had never seen while the investigation was going on, and you were right in the middle of it. Now we've all seen that shadow person on paranormal caught on camera, or the ever so famous footage out of the May Stringer house with the picture moving right behind me, and I was only 6 inches away from it and didn't know it happened. If you haven't seen that video, go to the channel, uh, put in May Stringer house, and it'll list all the May Stringer videos. This has been a very active location for us. I really hope to return there sometime this summer. But I'm going to try to not go off on too many tangents for you this morning. Now, one of the stills that I had taken out of this video, to me, it looks like up in the left-hand corner of the snap, this is a still taken from a video, and it's only in video for a few frames. It looks like the back of a pair of legs hanging down, heels and the bottoms of feet. Now, I had one person comment, "Oh, it's a reflection." Now, if you watch that video close, there are some small reflections coming off of the body cam. This was the body cam Laura was wearing at the time, and reflected off the lens of the camera. I can't say I know what the light source is from. If you've ever been to Fort Jefferson and a lot of other forts down in the south, then you know the surfaces are 99% brick. Now, there's two things I can tell you for sure about brick. Number one, you don't want to get hit in the head with one. Number two, the surface of a brick does not reflect in any way, shape, form, manner, and or style. Now, what this was in this pic, I don't know. I just present it for you to look at. But it is an oddity for sure. And if I wouldn't have slowed the camera footage down, I'd have never seen it. And that's why we present it the way we present it, so you get a chance to see it. Okay, there was also a point in time, again, now I've watched this video in slow-mo. There were a few times in this video, very quickly, you could see a shadow going across. That is Laura's arm, Laura's hand. It happens a couple times in the video. I've had it happen on the body cams I wear too. But there was one point in this video that I've slowed it down and made a reel out of that you can check out, where I've taken stills out of the framing. This happened in the course of just a few seconds. Shadow comes in, almost blacks out the entire ceiling, backs out, blacks it out again, and then is gone. I've watched enough shadows over the course of the years. And although I did identify her arm, her hand in a couple of the videos. That was not the case in this case. Okay. Now let's get to some more of the fun stuff. The EVPs captured in the video are really pretty amazing. You know, where we were sitting, there was a dead bird. And Laura identified, and she says it right in the video. You know, watch the video. You can see it. Laura says, a dead bird. There is immediate intelligent response, EVP, that says crow. Now, I don't think this bird was a crow. I've never seen crows on dry Tortuga. I don't know how crows would fly out over open water to get to dry Tortuga, but an intelligent response was acted to that question. Let's move on. There are the next segment of the video. There are 3 distinct hey in that video. The first one's kind of on the low. You have to listen close to catch it. But the second 2 are quite obvious. The difference being as they went, they got louder. And if you watch the video, there is a point in the video where you hear me say, I heard a voice. I did hear one of the hays. But if you listen to my ear, they do not all sound like the same voice. Now, this was captured on body cam as I was preparing a question on the DR60. I had asked a question, and the response on the DR60 was, make it stop. What was that referring to? I don't know what it was. Now, we are in a section of Dry Tortuga where the Fort Bakery was. I mean, yeah, people had to eat even back then. So there was a bakery in the fort. God only knows how hot it was in that bakery. Can you see baking bread in a brick oven in a brick fort in the summer when the sun is beating down on the ocean? You're probably 110, 120 degrees on the cool end. Make it stop. Now, after that part of the session, as we were leaving, we get another EVP. Awesome. And I thought, was it awesome because we were leaving? That's yet to be understood. Yet the final EVP in this clip was stopped it. Yeah, stopped it. So first, okay, make it stop. And then as we're leaving, we get an EVP that said, stopped it. Now, the awesome and the stop that was also captured on body cam number 4. For those of you that don't know, we use GRCs. They have been fantastic in picking up EVP. I don't believe they're available on Amazon anymore. That's where we got ours. The last I had looked, they were still available on the website New Egg. I have never bought anything off that website, but if you're interested in one of those GRC body cams, we use the 128 gig body cams. So, I mean, they store a lot of footage. They're very good at lasting like a solid 6 hours plus. At least they have been so far. Granted, I do expect maybe that time to go down a little bit as batteries age. Anyway, that's what we got for today's Monday Minute. As always, be good to each other. We're all we got. So be good to each other. That being said, peace out.